As I said, this is the kind of game we're getting.
Is
Okay,
it
wait.
Psg.LGD, one of the two teams, Navi and Psg.LGD, that actually play techies?
Yeah, exactly. So
unironically.
It's a meme, but it's also not a meme. Like they play techies, but they don't first two.
I mean, we do have a first
Well,
pick, Shadow Fiend and Earthshaker as well. I think there's a little bit, like, he's wearing a face mask, but that is smiles all around.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, I'm pretty sure what happened is Leo Styles like pick me SF, and then he doesn't want to play the TA. As soon as that first band TA comes out, like you're in for a bit of a fun game.
I just love how Parker is like, all right, techies, hands behind his head, slouching in the chair instantly. He is like,
do we have to analyze this draft? You know, like
yes, we do.
Okay, well, I'm not going to.
That's your job. Aren't you a professional, God?
Yeah, it's 5 series a day.
I'll give this one to Liz.
Is 5 series a day too much for you? Like, what's happening here? All right, so Jinkyu is a scary techies player, and sometimes when teams see that it's a good techies game, they do ban it against Psg.LGD. So anything is possible. This most likely looks like a Fate Beyond Nature's Prophet Offlane in position 4 techies with position 5 Tusk. Thunder Predator, Oracle.
Yeah.
Is this going to be some cheese?
A Husker?
Yeah.
I mean, possibly. I must say, there's in terms of bans, Thunder Predator is going a little bit more crazy compared to Psg.LGD with the Pudge ban, the Ricky ban.
Templar Assassin in the first phase ban as well. Okay, but that's because of the SF, right? But yeah, Pudge ban is peculiar and definitely not gonna step away from that. Sometimes you just have to enjoy yourself and have fun with the game that you're playing, because
they know all the, like you say, all the teams are sitting watching this game, waiting to see the playoff bracket get drawn, and they're like,
maybe not all of them are watching right now. Maybe some of the analysts are asleep, you know, and then in the morning, they wake up, they see, oh, techies picked. Okay, guys, you have to ban techies.
They're going into bonus time. You know what else? We can't pick Punch. So what do we do instead?
Yeah, it's hard now. After that Pudge ban definitely took.
They're getting the techies combos.
Yes, I was gonna say, either you hook people onto the mines or you skewer them in. Yeah. There you go.
Venge swap is another one. Maybe you run some carry Venge.
True.
One thing that you have to remember, that they're not stepping away at all from their comfort zone on Psg.LGD. So even though Thunder Predator, they're banning the Pudge and whatnot, this is definitely something in Psg.LGD's valley, like the alley.
Wheelhouse.
You think we would see this draft in the playoffs? You think we'd see them pick Mag Techies in the playoffs, is what you're saying? Because I'm not buying it, Lizard. I'm not buying it.
If anyone would do it, it would be Navi and Psg.LGD, right?
If there is a Techies.
Yeah. They like their techies, but Magnus techies, okay, it's a bit of a meme.
a little bit.
Yeah. And Thunder Predator, they also aren't messing around. Yeah, they did ban out some heroes that are unconventional, but
if they picked like Pango in the first two with like an Oracle and then gone, if this was their final draft and you saw a different pick order, you'd be like, yeah, this is a legit normal
draft. Yeah.
They're not totally memeing. It's very clear Leo Style just wanted to play some SF and told his captain, pick me SF this game. I wanna do something for the fans.
It's not a hero that's completely out there. Like SF, we have seen him picked a couple of times. It came back after that Prophet resurged because it's a good counter pick on the mid lane. But yeah, as first pick, first phase, and then followed by a Shaker, it is a little bit, you know.
He saw Ori play against him, and he's like, we lost this SF. I want to do a little myself.
So Psg.LGD, this should be their carry as last pick.
Yeah.
They need something that's decent against Troll. They could go for something ranged, some Drow maybe, even if they want to really spice things up.
Don't they want an empower target, though?
Yeah,
that's true as well.
With a mag.
That's definitely very true.
PA still in the pool. Juggernaut. PA Juggernaut are the two that are...
Jug is pretty great, yeah.
And you got the techies to delay the game, so you need some hard carry here.
Just pick our Cordon, lol. Go super late.
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
Well, they're both not going home. They're both going to upper bracket, but in this game specifically, they're using up all their bonus time as well. I actually see a lot of pensive faces.
Yeah, they're very
smiling.
Yeah,
he's pensive, but he's smiling. He's already thinking about what he's having for dinner.
Yeah. I don't know when all these players were finding time to eat in between some of these games, by the way.
It's insane. It's probably, if you see someone feeding, he might be grabbing a snack.
Yeah.
5 more seconds. Yeah, the
If
problem...
you see a team using up all their bonus time, it's like someone is finishing their meal.
That's definitely not your empower hero. As far away from that as possible.
It looks also like it's going to be a...
safe lane Nature Prophet. Yeah, offlane OD. So they have some setup now with the blast off, right? You have imprisonment into the blast off, which is pretty neat, but yeah, Psg.LGD's draft with this last pick does not look very convincing.
Okay.
What do you mean? You're not going to predict the Techies to win, Lizard?
Of course,
it's your region.
Of course, I
You've
am.
been for 8 weeks. You've been covering the Chinese region. You're not going to go for them?
For 8 weeks, I've been covering them, and I've seen 0 techies.
They were saving it for
they
the
were
right
saving
time.
it for the major, and because of that, I'm 100%
Too late.
going
It's
with the
decided.
It's decided.
All right, Shiver.
I have no power
heads
here.
Or tails? Heads or tails?
Do you have a coin?
No, just you call it. I've already tried. Heads or tails? No.
Heads.
Okay, heads is Thunder Predator. Good. Thunder Predator, lock me in.
I'm going to go for the same.
You would have said that no matter what.
No, I chose which was heads, which was tails.
All right. Well, we're going to find out how this Techies game is going to play out. Is it going to have a 100% win rate here, or is it going to have a 0% win rate? We're going to find out together with Lacoste and ODPixel.
Yeah, Techies Lacoste. We're getting to see it here, coming out from Psg.LGD, of course, one of the teams that is known to have quite the Techies player in XingQ. Thunder Predator going to be ready to deal with this. Because Thunder Predator, they laid some big confidence out here.
They
First
did.
pick
They
SF,
did. But
let's go.
remember, like usually Techies does not have any kind of steroid. This game, Empower from Magnus, I don't think they can stop him.
Oh, there we go. That's the real empowered target that the panel missed up upon. And I mean, overall, how much do you think Thunder Predator got away with the first pick SF? Like, do you see some of these heroes on Psg.LGD and think, hey, you know what? This hero is going to cause troubles for the Shadow Fiend down the line?
Tusk. Yeah, Tusk and Earth Spirit, they're two best heroes that you can have against the Shadow Fiend. Easy to go on him, ton of damage.
Oh. XingQ. I found him. He's going to try and get away, but the fish is up.
Moves. Gets the first blood.
Oh, and the XD's coming out again. I'm out.
30 seconds to battle.
I'm just thinking, I'm glad that Techies dies. I'm a big Techies hater. I'm just having, some flashbacks whenever I see that little fella. And it's not the good flashbacks.
No.
So yeah, they have Fate Beyond playing OD. Great setup with Astral Imprisonment for Techies Blastoff. He's going in again. 2-man silence.
So they can kill MJZ. Oh. Accepts his fate. He knows he can't run. He knows he's done for. He knows. TP cancel there, makes his way straight up towards the top lane. He's going to start very low on the HP. He's got tangos, no salve. No salve, but maybe brought out to the lane by MJZ. Yep, he's got a salve. Good to go for the lane. She's with these lane setups. So the mid Magnus coming back here from nothing to say. How do you think it's going to do? Do you sort of rate Magnus in the mid matchup?
Magnus is going to farm, but so is SF. SF has a free farm. Like, you keep bringing those mangoes, keep spamming the wave. He has a bottle queued up. Shockwave will secure that last hit.
Very nicely timed. And the army, the carry profit. I've seen some of this before. You're happy to see it here.
I don't recall. I just don't recall playing Nature's Prophet. Most of the time when they picked the Prophet, it was played by Fate Beyond, like this is his go-to hero. But Ame just playing the Juggernauts, playing the Monkey Kings, pretty much morphling whenever he can get a hand on that. But I don't recall seeing Nature's Prophet.
Frank. Not able to get too much out of this lane so far. Why? I've kept him pretty much well away from the creep wave. Top lane on the other side of things. Faith Beyond. A bit of a better time, at least able to get some damage in onto Minos. Still hard to do though. Again, just having MJZ on his Oracle keeps this lane very safe and robust for Minos.
A lot of, like, this lane is super strong. It's been strong for a long period of time. They're going on Fate Beyond. He still does not have a point in Astral. Should I be able to kill him? Silence from the Xin Q. Such great impact from Techies there. Hiding in the shadows, using Blast Off. It's a ton of damage. Then using the healing salve. We'll see how it's gonna go. But Troll should have a free farm here.
Xingqiu at least able to interrupt this pull that MJZ's trying to get going. Still doesn't matter too much. Positioned wave isn't bad. Mid lane. Nothing to say. Has got the ball out. Leostar keeping the raise stacks up. Making things a little tougher. Nothing to say to step up. But even so, nothing to say doing a very good job at.
Yeah, he's farming even though like it's not Mag favorite matchup. He's still getting the most out of it. Someone will need to try to secure the rune for him because it will be pretty big. I don't think he wants to bring any extra region to this lane. Possibly one set of tangos, but that's it. They really don't benefit from Empower. You know, in terms of cleave, yeah, damage is okay-ish on Nature's Prophet, but that's it. Except for Techies. Like, Techies, I could go all day about it, you know, how he's good. Like, level 25.
He'll get there. No, that's the plan.
Eventually.
You know, you pick Techies, you're hoping to get that.
Where's that meme coming from? Why is it 252 damage? Why is it not 250? Where does that 2 come from? Because it was 250,
It
right?
was. I mean, there must be some really sort of big brain next level meme reason for it. It's the only excuse. Mid lane, Leostar, he's wandering in for the kill. TPs are coming in. Zwei will turn up. Leostar will turn. Getting skewered under the tier 2. Can he get the kill in time? He can't. Leostar goes down. PSG turn their attention over towards Moose as well, as they'll be able to get the 2 of them here.
That was such a nicely done move by Nothing to Say. He was waiting with the skewer for a very long time and then goes to the tier 2 tower, gets some extra armor, gets some extra region, now picks up the bottle rune. Picks up the bottle rune? What's that even mean? He picks up the rune with the bottle. And yeah, he's level 5.5. Whenever Tusk rotates, it like should be a kill. He's a bit low on mana on Tusk, because if you go 1-1-1 build, like you need to have mangoes, you need to have clarities running.
Top lane as anticipated, just no struggle for Minos.
For a second, I checked the bottom lane. I'm like, you know, Old 11 is struggling on Pango because that's pretty much all he plays. Like I've seen, he's not even in this game.
It's top. Fate Beyond. Each time, yeah, they try and get a go on him, but they've got to be very careful, especially as low as they are. Xingqiu be ready to jump them if they commit. Bottom lane. Nice Fisher there from Moose as Arme just walks a little too close. Top lane, Xingqiu will get the kill. Cost him his life as Minos is able to pick him up, trying to run down Faith Beyond, but why? In with the rotation, and on top of the troll. Bit of a mischance from the Axis. Buying some time for Minos, but he can't run from this. The Astral from Faith Beyond.
Oh, he's alive! Raindrop actually keeping him alive, and the sidestep dodge.
Oh, he did. I didn't expect that. He didn't expect that. I guess that he didn't check for the raindrop. I didn't check for the raindrop. I guess Faith Beyond didn't check for the raindrop.
You didn't check for the raindrop? I can see you, Owen. You have hands behind your back.
Well, that raindrop. I mean, Faith Beyond.
And now they get a kill. Yeah. Like, this is pretty fogged.
And mid lane, RP being dropped down onto Leo style. The follow-up jump from Xingqiu. He'll get the kill done. Down bottom, aggression from Thunder Predators. Franks diving in. Wants Arme, he'll get it with a swashbuckle. Snowball comes out from Y. He'll manage to bring down Frank.
Level 5.5, like he will get closer to level 6 on this position 5 Tusk. Like having that Vulrus Punch plus attack team early on is just so much damage. You can like, I'm not gonna say one shot, but 2-3 shot these supports.
Minos being a little bit more cautious about attending the top lane now with the levels that Faith Beyond does have.
And we can feel that teams are not playing, 100% if this was a game when something would matter. I don't think they would play like that, so they're just chilling.
They're chilling. I like it when they're chill.
Makes our job easier. You know, we don't have to be 100% serious.
Well, if they chill too much, we may.
Yeah, we might get fired. No.
We might get fired.
Yeah, if they're being too clowny, like we might as well. And yeah, we don't want that.
No.
Frank has level 6 up and Orb of Corrosion.
Oh, Couriers. Goodbye, Techies Courier. GNQ is going to be a little sad. A portion of his soul ring taken away from him. Frank, rolling out, rolling in. He's thinking about getting right back over towards Arme, but he is alone.
Yep, they see me rolling, they laughing. No worries, didn't catch anything.
Nothing to say. Build for him. Treads straight into the blink.
I thought you were going to say nothing to say about that roll. Earthshaker level 5. I like that extra point in Fissure instead of having like 1-1-3, because like lowering the cooldown on the Fissure, the damage, also like the stun duration. Level 2 is okay. It's not like you're going to have a blink dagger straight away anyway for the Echo Slam.
8-minute room. Leo Star's going to be able to get it top. Why? Nothing to say. Trying to go for moves. Blast off the mark. JinQ not able to find the damage. Arme's coming in for the high ground. Nothing to say with a 2-man RP. Locks down moves. And Frank still able to get the swashbuckle off. Nothing to say. He's up to the high ground. He'll make it out of there. Faith Beyond's trying to get in on this, but the chance for Minos to just close the gap, get on top of the OD. Thunder Predator to get the 2 kills. As the Psg.LGD having to back right off. Nothing to say. Completely out of regen.
Troll is very fast in terms of like, just the whole team is very quick to react to what's happening on the map. They even bring the Troll who's going for the Battle Fury but still wants to take a fight. And I believe he, like in the middle of a fight, put the raindrop in his backpack because he does not want to waste it. Like he feels very secure that he's not going to die there, but also does not want to waste it. So it's all about the efficiency, all about these small things.
Both teams getting some jelly. Always the core favorite. Very happy with that in a game like this where 2 carries, very happy to be farming away Arme. Once he gets the Orchid, we'll definitely expect some heavy aggression from him.
Who got the second jelly? One on OD and one on Magnus. Yeah, because Nature's Prophet does not really need it. You know, he has this global presence, can easily just refill. Y on the bottom, already used his kit, so cannot do too much.
Coming in with CPs, Frank is rolling in. He'll find Y. Bit of safety brought by the Astra, but Frank's ready to come back round for round 2. Actually going to miss Y the second time. So Y will be fine, Frank. He's looking pretty dead here as they'll surround him.
They even bring the techies. They brought the most important hero in this team just to secure the kill on Pango. Meanwhile, on the top lane, Troll can start pushing some towers because he just saw a lot of rotations. Nature's Prophet has a TP scroll ready, so he can be the one getting there.
DD rune. And the bottle for Leostar, they're still rolling in on him. He has got a DD. Why? He's very, very low. I mean, he's just immediately dead. The Fissure ultimate position, and now they'll turn over with the control onto Faith Beyond. 2 easy kills for Thunder Predator in the mid lane.
That's an early Yule Scepter pickup by Shadowfin. 10 minutes in and has 1,200 gold on top of that. Like, this is a place where Techies wants to be, so they need to be a bit careful. Was that like one mine that brings him down to half HP?
I think it was just one at the time.
Where's the Raze at? He finds him.
Leo style, perfectly lining it up. The mines are gone. Frank, he's looking for Y. Finds another in the trees. Thunder Predator just getting kill after kill here in the mid lane. Leo
He's
Star.
stuck.
He's got the Yule's control, setting up for Frank to close in onto Nothing to Say. Rolling Thunder into the Requiem. Not enough damage though, being as far away as he is. Arme has TP'd in on top of the
Big
SF, and there's
RP.
the RP for Nothing to Say. Gets both Frank and MJZ. With the skewer forward, he'll land the slow onto Moose. Moose, is he able to make his way out of this? He isn't. The last hit coming in from Faith Beyond.
Amen with the big ulti. They went in too deep. Did not expect that much damage coming out from the Nature's Prophet ulti, which is, you know, like already said it in the previous cast, so I can just change things a bit. You know, global finger of death. You know, it's something. I think it's like 650 or 700 on the last stick, which is pretty insane.
You've got to be prepared for that each and every time that you start diving. Arme is going to be quick to attend. And thanks to that fight, Arme is very close to having his Orchid complete. Over towards mid after the blink, going for the Echo Saber, nothing to say. Sure, he's got a bit more of a punch himself. Overall, Thunder Predator with a 1k lead. Very close as Minos has his farm looking the Battle Fury. Pretty much done.
Shaker getting close to his Blink Dagger, so that's gonna help quite a lot. You know, just being able to counter initiate. Sometimes all you need is a Fisher. They also have Oracle ulti to reset the things, but they don't have the best heroes against the techies. Like, you're a techies expert, right?
Not at all.
Not at all? Why did I think you were?
No, I don't play techie.
Mid-tech. You never played mid-techies.
I feel insulted, you know. No techies for me. Thank you very much.
Because I was like, you know, these are not good heroes against the techies. You have no summons, no illusions, nothing that can pop off those mines.
No. Absolutely, yeah, the 3 melee heroes not going to have a great time in the 2 range. Squishy. It's in the river, Frank. He's going for white. Bit of a bait though. Xinqiu's ready to turn things around. With the blast
Gets
off.
the silence off.
They'll get him. Successful bait there from white.
You do understand that we could be here for like 90+ minutes. Are you ready? You got your water.
Be a long walk.
You just ate. Belly full.
Yep, I'm ready for a long one. I hope Chaz as well. Get yourself something to drink, something to eat. Get yourself all cuddled up. Get your blanket out. Nice and warm, or nice and cold if it's already too warm. Just prepare for a long one. It's a good one, really. Last one of the day as well. Could be a nice little bedtime game, this one. Or maybe it's morning where you are.
I was always wondering, like, what would happen if 2 teams just, you know, agree we're going to come into the game, but we're not going to finish it.
Well, I believe that would probably against a lot of rules. If you agree.
Where are those rules?
I don't
think I've ever read the rules that say, like, yeah, you have to finish the game.
You have to. Well, maybe there's some truth to it. Moose going to drop down the slam onto Faith.
Good roll.
Gets the angle over towards Arme.
We'll get Arme.
Oh, the mines, though, they're causing issues for Moose. Moose can't get over. Xinqiu able to blow him up. One more rage from Leo Style will do it. Can he quite find it?
That was such a quick reaction on Yules.
Oh, Xinqiu's still alive. He's going to be able to turn throw another mine out. Frank's in trouble. Frank goes down. Xinqiu will finally fall. It's 3 dead on both sides.
Leo Style was so quick with the Yules Scepter on a mag. The way he blinked, like he was just Yules. I think he was like precasting it because there was an observer ward on the high ground.
We'll have a look again here on the replay. All things start. Arme trying to deal with the Bango. On both teams, they bring the full forces down it. And just blowing everything onto Faith Biam. Making sure that there's no OD to deal with at the start of the fight. Of course, Frank just finding those angles. Still, Xinqiu just living a little too long for Thunder Predator to really deal with. Back in the action. Heading over to Leo Style.
Oh, they got him. They got him real good. Fisher will block him off.
It's a good block. It's going to be allowing Minos to get on top of Arme. Hold back Minos for now with the Astral. Minos, is he going to still try and chase the Orchids out? Minos has to be careful. He's got the backup of MJZ.
Xinqiu is a mean techies player. Like, you can see where he's placing the mines inside the pit that actually trigger outside the pit. Like, I never learn when I play against the techies. Because all I'm doing is, you know, just raging, trying to suppress my rage, not to use the old chat. So, like, I don't learn where the mines are placed or anything.
It's definitely setting up, especially around this mid lane, making it a very dangerous place for Thunder Predator to ever push into. Catch Y here with the Yules. A little bit of time bought with the snowball. The three of them running him down. Why? He's got a nice little attempt with the shards to push himself over the cliff. Not quite able to get that angle. Why goes down? Another kill for Leo Style, keeping him at the top. You know, for first pick SF. Leo Style certainly having a strong game.
Yeah, they're doing good. Level 14, boots of travel, Yules. You're an SF player, right?
No.
If you're not a Techies player, like, you have to be SF player. Good
I'm
skewer
not
back.
an anything player. I'm terrible.
Do you think it's gonna be more of a Arcane Blink type of a game, or Abyssal Blade?
Nah, he's going.
I mean, he just queued it up. Yeah, you're cheating.
Well, I mean, I think he'll go for both. You know, if you're going to do sort of this sort of build, you get the Arcane, and then you're very likely to get the Abyssal afterwards. It's just going to fit so nicely, especially when he's getting at this good time. You know, he's getting away with this because he is top net worth. The Arcane Blink's going to be on at a very good timing this game for Leo Style. And lots of good ways to set up as well. Fisher, Frank coming in with the Rolling Thunder. If they initiate with either of these two and Leo Style's able to find the follow-up, this Requiem is going to do a lot of damage.
I don't think he can blow up. Nothing to say. He needs one more hero. Y is very close.
Moves. He's on to Faith Beyond with the Echo. Astral will keep Faith Beyond protected momentarily. MJZ able to get off the false promise just in time. Faith Beyond finally taken out as Leo Style finishes him off with the raise. Minos able to get over towards Y, and now they're looking to dive in further. The mines go off, but it isn't enough damage to stop Thunder Predator from diving in, picking up 2 more for Minos. There's nothing to say, the only one surviving. 4 dead on Psg.LGD.
Yeah, Techies pickers deserve this kind of treatment. They're gonna take their tier 1 tower. Troll getting slowly out of control, you know, has a full SNY plus a Battle Fury. If they want to go inside the pit, they still have a Center Ward, but you need to be careful. You can see in and out, scout things out, what's happening there. Also minus armor coming up from the Orb of Corrosion, and the Lucky Shot is more than enough. Like Pango, like one of the reasons why Pango is also super strong is because Roshan does not deal any damage to you.
Absolutely not. The RNG normally tends to be good enough to keep it pretty much permanent disarmed, if you wish. That's Roshan. Minos, he's able to pick it up before Psg.LGD can do anything about it. Now Minos, he's ready to fight. Head straight over towards the two of them. Up on the high ground. There's some mines set up here. Now head up. Troll on the front lines. Fisher down onto the 3 of them. Frank's leading over with the Rolling Thunder, looking straight towards Faith Beyond. Gets the angle onto both Faith Beyond and Arme. Minos, he's on top of the Prophet. Arme's going to go down. Double kill for Minos, as it's again a cleanup from Thunder Predator. They find the 3 and they lose nobody.
MJZ was quick to using that Fate Seeding straight away during the skewer, so he takes no damage from the mines. Like, we can already see what the Psg.LGD is trying to do, what kind of a game they're playing. One of the reasons why Thunder Predator also banned Pudge. Unfortunately, we don't see him. I would be hyped.
That would have been lovely.
That would have been okay.
Moose. He wants this Techies dead.
Don't we all?
There we go. No problems from Thunder Predator to just dive like this whilst 3 heroes are dead.
Oh, I love the build on MNZ. Get that heart. You know, they don't have any kind of burst damage, so that extra region, you can go around. You can't be that guy who's picking up all the mines, not caring too much about the damage.
No, an excellent item as well. We just have a period where we're seeing a few more hearts picked up. Very much sort of the tanky item over the Satanic with the changes over the previous patches. This is the beefy boy item, no doubt about it at all. MNZ is going to just be able to walk straight down these lanes with no cares in the world. Nothing to say. After some few pretty nice RPs to start things off, it's certainly slowed down a bit for him. As mid lane, coming in with the bots. As a TP over from Leo Stars, it's going to set up onto this Magnus. Nothing to say. He tries to skewer out, but they've got him. Jump
They're
onto
playing
the Mac, takes
so
it out.
well, even though, you know, could be a meme game from Psg.LGD, but also first big Shadow Fiend. They're going in. Frank is in.
Frank. No, he's not getting out. The mines will take him down. They're able to trap MJZ as well. Puts the false promise on himself. Minos still trying to do his best to keep MJZ safe. He's not going to be able to do so. He's got to bail on this one.
That's too much damage. Troll was not with the team. He's holding the Aegis for another 2.5 minutes, but he's like, I still want this heart. I do not want to die to TECHIES, which is understandable.
Yeah, it was quite a bit of a dive from them there. Not the easiest of lineups to dive in against. TECHIES, Magnus, Tusk.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
That's a nasty lineup of heroes to try and go high ground against, especially when there's still the outer towers up. You're going to definitely run into difficulties.
Still a 6k cold lead for Thunder Predator. Moose using the smoke on himself and Leo style. Arcane Blink done. Going into Abyssal Blade. You were not wrong. This is Shadowfiend from my pubs as well.
Yeah, this is the pub Shadowfiend. Yeah.
I'm not talking about the build. I'm talking about him taking the Philosopher's Stone from position 4 and 5.
He's got to get that money. Minos. He's going for Xingqiu. And with the help of the Fisher, he'll find it. More TECHIES deaths in this game. It's top. Here goes Start. Yeah, got up by White. Just sort of losing heroes up and down the map now, Psg.LGD. Not really bringing any sort of movement together, whilst Thunder Predator still keeping the plays very tight.
They will be able to take this tier 2 tower on the bottom, take over the outpost, going into Scotty, just tanking up. I think he needs to swap. Like, when Troll is in melee mode, like, everything is red. I like the 4 items, but needs to swap phase boots for something and the magic one to be color coordinated.
Ame. He's going for Frank here, and he's found him. We'll put the BKB, worried about the jump in from Leo Style as Leo Style comes in. But they are ready to go. Ooh. A bit of a whiff there between the Astral and the RP. And now the slam's out from Moose. Leo Style's dead, so's the Faith Beyond. A bit of miscommunication there.
Leo Style. Oh, the blink to increase the cast point of the Shadow Razors almost gets him.
Meanwhile, in the base, Minos, he has been trapped.
Aegis is gone in 5 seconds.
Oh, it's a little risky. He's still got the back of MJZ with a false promise.
Regeneration kicking in. He managed to take the barracks. We'll take the second one. There's still tier 2 tower on a mid lane. Moose getting caught by Ame.
Can he actually kill him? It's Moose. He's into the trees. Snowball in from Y will finish the job, but the rest of Thunder Predator, they're ready to start running at Ame and running at Y. Ame, he's trapped here in his own sprout. Leo Star just laying down the razors from the high ground, as that's a dead Ame. Minos pushing down the mid. 11k, 12k lead, it just continues to grow, as this is just another game from Thunder Predator where they just have control and they've made the other team look completely lost.
They're still respected the bombs actually used, so they know there are no bombs. I like how MGZ is from the precaution using Fate's Edict just in case, even though Troll is super tanky. He's going into Hood next item. This is what I like to see on the Troll. 25 minutes in, skewer back into the tier 4s. Like, they have a great setup. 4 staffs, they have Astral Imprisonment to set things up, so with the TECHIES, you never know. We've all been in the situation where we think the game is over, we start clowning, and then it backfires.
No, this is where TECHIES comes into his element. Xingqiu. Agnum's nearly done. As you say, this is all going to plan for the TECHIES. We'll see how well he can hold up the high ground. Set some traps in place for nothing to say to get them with the blink skewer. Thunder Predator do start to try and break the base. Well, I have to see if they can really do any considerable amount of damage to Minos. It's not going to be easy. Incredibly tanky. There's Ame. Oh, Leo style.
He's pretending to be AFK, the classic move.
I mean, he's styling on him. Frank's coming over.
Well, who's styling on who?
All right, I think Ame's the one who wins that one. BKB and a TP out after the Eon disc, he's fine.
Frank with the serious item build, something that we've seen. Who was it? Was it Soneiko with the 4 Hand of Midas queued up? Mid. He's dead.
They weren't ready for that. Moose is getting a jump on nothing to say every time he tries to push out this mid lane. And now Leo style, he's got the setup on a Faith Beyond. Faith Beyond heading over towards Y. Laying down the raises. Swashbuckle comes in for the side from Frank. Jump across. They are rolling thunders there. Frank finding the angle over onto Faith Beyond. As Faith Beyond will come crashing down straight into the fissure of Moose.
They have a couple of sentries left to see the mines, but Psg.LGD holding the high ground. Almost full Abyssal Blade done on Shadow Fiend, so they will have something to stop these split pushes coming out from Ame.
He's gone in. It's going to be safe for now by the snowball, and he's very low. Another swashbuckle. Ame's dead. He's out of it. They've also ended up losing Y. It's just Jinkyu left alive. He'll try and blast himself back off to safety. Chase attempted by Frank. He's off the mark with the swashbuckle moves, looking for the Fissure.
Get him,
the catch. Leo Styles in with the raises. It isn't enough. There's a lot of mines going off, and it will kill Moose.
Tusk bought back. They're still not dealing any damage to the tier 3 tower. Maybe it's time to wait for the Roche. Will respawn in 2.5 minutes. You will have Abyssal Blade done. Troll going into Scotty after finishing Hood. Like, he's just tanking up. He understands they don't have any kind of burst damage, so I'm good to go.
Big fan of this as well. Frank queuing up the Quad Midas. He's feeling confident.
First quarter of this game done, 30 minutes in.
3
left to go.
We'll let this one go for another hour against the Techies. If they want to defend like this, might as well start making the money. See if he does actually go for it. I kind of hope he will. Against the Techies, it's actually, it's not bad.
Wait, who should get Ags?
No, Midas. I'm saying it the Pango.
Oh.
You know, Frank, he wants to do it. I was like, go for it. You're against the Techies. Who knows how long this game's going to be? It will pay itself off. But he's changed his mind. Disappointment from Frank.
What about some meteor hammers? You know, drop them on the tower. Very efficient against the Techies, but if you're standing there, you're also, you know, putting yourself in a bad spot for a skewer.
Yeah. I mean, it can work. You can roll in, hammer, roll out. If you get the angle right, you can certainly do it, and it's very hard for Psg.LGD to stop it. But he's going for sensible stuff, or at least that's what he's got queued up now, going back for the Basher.
I hear the thunder. This is actually the sound of this team.
It is.
Pangolier using the rolling thunder sound and canceling it.
Some beautiful, beautiful sounds from Frank. It's mid lane. Thunder Predator, they're getting ready to go again. The Arcane Rune and the Arcane Blink on the SF, Leo style. He's going to have all the cooldowns in the world to play with. Raises upon raises.
Level 24.5, wants to buy the book. I don't think he needs it. With the outpost, he will have enough to be level 25. Kind of a waste, but he wants that 25, you know. And the Arcane Rune in the bottle.
Yeah, the
maybe
triple cooldown reduction.
He might be able to just solo Roche with that in the bottle. Let's see if he decides to do it.
Yeah, dude, what are the raised cooldowns going to be? I do want him to try it. I mean, he doesn't need to. He's also got a troll on his team. Minos can easily do Roche on his own. As Leo Stahl, he's giving it a bit of the old AFK in the base. He's done. He's level 25. He's like, right, boys, I'm finished. You guys can finish off the game. He's probably taking a break, putting his feet up, getting a drink. Minos is dealing with Roche. Now Leo Stahl will see an opportunity to head out towards mid, join the team, just in case the fight's brought to them by Psg.LGD. But it won't be. Psg.LGD just staying very defensively by their base. Moves.
Good block.
Blocks
there
him off.
It is.
There it is indeed. Leo Style in with the Arcane Blink. The Arcane Rune, of course, that cooldown reduction, putting it down to just over a 30-second cooldown on the Requiem. Almost
it's going to be up again in 25, so
yeah,
he can get another kill. Smoke. Yeah. They're just having too much fun right now.
I mean, this is just very, very impressive stuff. A team to Leo Style to be able to do this as with a
Nothing
first
to
pick
say. Watch the bottom lane.
Frank, he's over onto Faith Beyond and onto Y. He's running, swashbuckle in. Faith Beyond goes down. Y as well will fall. And meanwhile, on the bottom lane, Leo Style, he does it with the Requiem. It's back up thanks to those low cooldowns. They've had enough Thunder Predator. They don't want to waste any more time playing against the Techies lineup. They're looking to try and close the game as they're over onto the tier 4s.
It is time to end this. You know, they pretty much had their share playing in the pubs against techies, all that hatred. Like, yeah, you can feel it coming out right now.
Oh, yeah, they want this over. They've had enough. They're trying to put a stop to it. The Sanities comes out. Doesn't do a whole lot at all. As Faith Bian's dead, Mino's back to business. Onto the tier 4s. There's 3 dead on Psg.LGD. See if Arme can do anything. He's trying to go for them on the back. He's got to put the BKB and TP straight out. He's having a run. Another attempt here in the Sprout. He'll get out with the BKB. He's away. Bit of distraction taken away from the tier 4s. The last tier 4 still standing very low. I'll opt to take the tier 3 instead. Minos ready to move over towards Jinkyu. Jinkyu.
Get him.
Under the tower, he's rooted. He'll jump out with a blast off. Frank's heading over. Jinkyu nuked down by the raises of Leo style.
And they can finally go for that throne if they want to.
Oh, Frank?
Frank, not that tanky.
No.
Can't really take 40 hits from the fountain.
Just rolls in. Oh no, Frank's gone. They haven't quite won the game yet.
Refresher on Shadowfin, so he can use 2 ultis, 2 Abyssal Blades.
He's just so insanely far. 33 minutes, he's pretty much maxed out on the SF. Just a mind-blowing performance from Leo Style. And again, just to emphasize, doing this when you've picked the Shadow Fiend first in your draft. After we've seen so many teams struggle when they get like an SF 5th pick. Thunder Predator, they show that they're that good, they can just do it with a first pick.
Yeah, this is a bit of a clowny game. You can feel the teams are not taking it seriously, but yeah, Thunder Predator looked amazing. They really did. So
Another
did Psg.LGD, but another win in the bank for them.
Was that the
There
jump?
it is.
There we go, the combo again. The Astral to buy a little bit of safety for Arme. He'll come out, put the BKB.
He can refresh and go in again with the Abyssal Blade if he wants to.
See if he wants to. He's holding on to it. Minos been trapped for now through the Sprout. I've got everybody back up Psg.LGD, but can they do anything to stop this trial? Minos level 25, Heart Scarred, yes and white. He is completely huged, 4k HP. They have to try and burst through. Sentries being dropped as an offering around the Ancient. I believe even the cheese placed on the floor as well. Thunder Predator. They are struggling to take down the Ancient. I believe the Sprout causing some problems. Oh, he's in the... Oh, what's going on? The boom!
Big echo in the fountain.
All right, okay. Thunder Predator, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's how you go out. With the Rampage. That's what they've been waiting for.
I mean, there's a reason why the fans love this squad. The buyback is to give it even more kills up for them. As Thunder Predator, they'll get the win. They'll take the game. And yeah, but they couldn't really end this group stage anyway better than that. You know, what a really suited ending there for them after such a run.
With the Rampage, having fun, you know, beating techies. What more can you ask for?
Yeah. No, absolutely. I think they already won over a lot of the fans' hearts at home very early on in this run of the group stage when they started to come out with such excellent Dota. And as you said, ending it with a game where they easily beat a techies, that's got to have earned some respect from the fans.
Oh, for sure. And let's see what our panel, you know, has to say about